In a few moments, we will begin the 2026 academic year at Florida Atlantic with the freshman convocation. We need to take care of just a few housekeeping items. First, please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices to minimize disruptions, please. Secondly, locate the nearest fire exit to your seat. Those are in each corner of the building, right? Soon, you will be welcomed to the FAU community and begin your academic journey. Yes! You will receive your freshman cords at the end of today's ceremony. We ask that you remain at your seat throughout the ceremony and until the recessional is complete and the ushers indicate your section is to exit the theater. Got it? Thank you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. And now, would you please rise for the processional? Go Owls!
Okay, please be seated. Wow. Good afternoon, Owls. I'm Adam Hasner, president of Florida Atlantic University, and it is an honor to welcome you to our Fall 2026 Freshman Convocation. My wife, Jillian, who's here with us today, and I have already welcomed many of you at orientation, so it is great to see you again, this time as official members of our class of 2030. And so now, I get to ask you to please join me in standing again for the national anthem, performed by student Ryan Bazale, along with the FAU Marching Owls under the direction of Dr. Mark Decker.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb's bursting air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You may be seated again. Please join me in thanking Ryan, Dr. Decker, and the Marching Owls for their performance. Before I begin, I want to thank the dedicated faculty and staff members who are joining us here today, and the thousands more around our university community who will contribute to your success in the coming years. I also want to recognize one of our newest university leaders who is joining us on stage this afternoon, who I think will also appreciate my remarks today. Please welcome the Executive Director of Florida Atlantic Center for Quantum Technologies, Robert Laredo. Class of 2030, your freshman convocation ceremony marks the first of many traditions that you will experience over the next 4 years at Florida Atlantic. And as our largest incoming class in university history, you are beginning your college journey at an extraordinary moment for Florida Atlantic, because the next era of innovation is taking shape right here in Paradise, continuing a legacy that began when this campus served as an Army airfield during World War II, to the 1960s when we opened our doors, pioneered distance learning, and launched the nation's first ocean engineering degree. At Florida Atlantic, we have always looked ahead with the understanding that the future is not built overnight, but rather shaped over time through the ideas, determination, and discoveries that move us forward. Today, however, change is happening at a rapid pace. So to redefine the future, we must think bigger, move faster, and push ourselves further than ever before. And that is why we have partnered with a company named D-Wave to install a quantum computer right here on campus. And it will make Florida Atlantic the first university in the state to host a quantum computer on site. And there's also a fitting connection for this as well. The Max Planck Florida Institute for Neuroscience, located on our Jupiter campus, bears the name of the physicist known as the father of quantum theory, a title that he earned for his discovery of energy quanta, which revolutionized the field of quantum physics. And now, Florida Atlantic is carrying his legacy forward, advancing technologies built on the foundation his discoveries made possible. But I'm not just telling you about this because it will create opportunities for innovative research and new career paths. The way this exciting technology works can also be applied to how you approach your next 4 years here at Florida Atlantic. You see, quantum computing is not another type of artificial intelligence. Its applications can be used to develop life-saving medications through drug discovery, predict disasters and optimize emergency response, improve data protection, and create new materials for stronger buildings and better technologies. It works by using a fundamentally different method of solving complex problems, involving a vast number of possibilities that depend on certain choices and constraints. And this particular machine, a quantum annealer, does not seek a predetermined answer. It is designed for optimization, using quantum mechanics to search for the strongest solutions amongst countless combinations. And in many ways, this process describes what a college education is designed to do. As freshmen, your future is not predetermined. You may know what you want to study, what career you intend to pursue, and where you want your path to lead. But today, you do not know what you will encounter along the way. So in quantum terms, you are beginning college in something like what is known as a superposition, with a multitude of possibilities that are open to you and your future. And this is one of the greatest aspects of pursuing your college degree, because just like the annealing process, your time at Florida Atlantic does not start with a single answer, but rather with a tremendous range of opportunities that will help you become successful. Over the next 4 years, your future will be shaped by the courses you take, the questions you ask, the connections you make, and the values that guide your decisions. You will have the chance to conduct research, complete internships, build your network, and apply what you learn in the classroom to real-world settings. By getting involved on campus, you will encounter variables that surprise and challenge you. And with the help of your success network of advisors, faculty members, and other support staff, your best options for success will emerge. In a quantum optimization problem, changing one variable can alter the quality of the overall solution. And the same experience is true of your college experience. One class can introduce you to ideas that change the way you think. A mentor whom you may find through our presidential mentorship program can help open doors that you didn't know even existed. And one internship could launch you into a career that redefines your life's trajectory. So in the end, your success will not be determined by a single decision. It will be a culmination of choices that reflect your ambition, your aptitude, and your willingness to take advantage of the opportunities available to you. Now, not every decision will produce the results that you expect. So when that happens, learn from it, refine your approach, and move forward with more knowledge than you had before. That process of exploration, action, and adjustments is exactly how success develops. Still, there is one part of quantum computing that may be the most important of all. Before the annealer can search for an optimal solution, someone must define the problem, identify the constraints, and establish an objective. Ultimately, the machine cannot determine what is best without these parameters, and the same concept applies to you and to your future. Before you can find the best way forward, you must have an idea of what you are moving toward. So take a moment to consider this. Will your success be defined by academic achievement, discovery, career advancement, the impact you make on the lives of others, or something else entirely? There is no computer or algorithm that can answer this question for you. It requires something uniquely human: discernment, purpose, and an understanding of what you value. And that is why the education you receive here will do more than simply produce a degree. It will provide a lasting return on investment by helping you develop essential success skills like collaboration, adaptability, and professionalism. Skills that will prepare you to ask meaningful questions, to think critically, and recognize which problems are worth solving. They will help you to find answers for yourself and for others, and to succeed in a world that is moving fast. Quantum computing is considered an emerging technology, but in reality, it has been developing over decades. And this reminds us that the future often begins long before we take notice. So as you officially launch your journey at Florida Atlantic today, we recognize you, the class of 2030, as the embodiment of that future. And each one of you will play a role in shaping what comes next. You represent our strongest solutions. And over the next 4 years, you will gain the knowledge and the skills required to reach your fullest potential. Florida Atlantic is known as the place where tomorrow begins. So keep in mind all of the possibilities and get ready for an incredible 4 years of opportunity, discovery, and life-changing experiences. It is time to take a quantum leap. Welcome, class of 2030, and Owls Up. It is now my pleasure to introduce Florida Atlantic's Provost and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Ken Dawson-Scully.
Thank you, President Hasner. Good afternoon, class of 2030. All right. You're beginning an exciting new chapter at Florida Atlantic. Each of you have earned your place here through hard work, determination, and academic achievement. No matter where your journey began, you are now part of the Florida Atlantic family, and we are proud to welcome you. Welcome. I would also like to recognize Dr. Bill Trapani, President of the University Faculty Senate, along with the deans and faculty members joining us on stage today. They're the faculty who will challenge, support, and inspire you throughout your time at Florida Atlantic. Please join me in thanking them for their commitment to your success. As you begin this journey, I encourage you to be curious about questions, explore new ideas, challenge yourself academically, and build meaningful relationships. And most of all, make the most of every opportunity that comes your way. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Parvathy Paramureddy, professor in the Department of Medicine in the Charles E. Schmidt College of Medicine and recipient of Florida Atlantic's 2026 Distinguished Teacher of the Year Award, we also call it the DTOY, an honor chosen by our students, you, that recognizes excellence in teaching, mentorship, and service. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Paramureddy.
Hi, good afternoon, President Hasner, Provost Dawson-Scully, Dean Meroff, deans, faculty, distinguished guests, and the FEU class of 2030 students. Welcome. I'm already sensing some aura here. My med students taught me that. It's an honor to be here with you today, and today is about you. This marks the beginning of one of the most transformative journeys of your life. So as I prepared today, I wondered for a moment if we had anything in common. And then I realized all of you and I have something unique in common. Many years ago, 42, I was a member of the charter freshman class of FAU. So prior to 1984, FAU was an upper division university, only juniors and seniors. But I had the great fortune to be a part of a very special beginning. And like many of you, I was excited, nervous, and hopeful about a new future. If someone had told that 17-year-old girl what my life would turn out like, I might not have believed them. Over time, especially now, you'll hear a lot of advice, especially this first year. Study hard, earn good grades, find shadowing internship opportunities, network, build your resume, join clubs, set goals, and all of that does matter. In fact, it's facts. You should chase excellence and work hard while using your talents to contribute something meaningful to the world. And at the same time, discover what brings you purpose. But I'm going to challenge you to remember that some of life's greatest achievements are surprisingly fleeting. The promotion, the award, the dream job. These moments, they are indeed wonderful. And you should absolutely celebrate them, every one of them. But after the excitement fades, quietly, life asks a different question. When I was 17, I had a very specific vision for my life. And, interestingly, it did not unfold as I thought it would. There were dreams that changed, plans that never happened, and doors that closed when I was certain they should have opened, and others that opened when I was certain they would remain shut. During those times, I admit, I was disappointed and not sure immediately how best to regroup and pick myself up. But looking back many years later, many years later, I understand something very different. My life didn't become meaningful because everything went according to that plan. It became meaningful because of the people that I encountered along the way. Sometimes these people might be your loved ones that are there through steady times, and other times it is quietly the people that have touched your lives and you touching their lives unexpectedly, but meaningfully. For me, one of those experiences has been the wonderful privilege of walking alongside my students as they grow and discover strengths they never knew they possessed. The person who shaped that perspective to me more than anyone else is my dad. He taught me that success is never solely measured only by what we accomplish. It is measured by how we live, by humility, by integrity, by compassion, by kindness, by selflessness, and by gratitude. These values don't always make the headlines or spotlight, but they quietly change lives, other people's lives. Long after people forget the accomplishments, they still remember how we made them feel. Every accomplishment, even the ones we dream about for years, they eventually become a thing of the past, although they are to be celebrated at the time. Sometimes that excitement fades and a new goal appears. And if our joy depends solely on the next goal, then we'll spend our lives chasing horizons that keep moving further and further away. That doesn't mean you shouldn't have those goals. This past year has seen for me some of the greatest honors of my professional life. I received recognition I never sought or expected, and for that I am deeply grateful. But these awards themselves are not what give my life meaning directly, although I'm grateful. My greatest meaning and fulfillment comes from something much simpler and not a part of my job. It's hearing one of my former students say, "You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself." It's watching someone or a student discover confidence they never knew they had. It's being there through some of the students' darkest times. And knowing that perhaps in some small way I've helped another person become the best version of themselves and hopefully started a domino effect for them to help someone else. This is what lasts also, legacy that helps others. One day, each of you will leave this campus with big goals. Some of you will become engineers, teachers, business leaders, artists, physicians, attorneys, innovators, and you will achieve great things, I have no doubt. But think about how you can do this during your years here by really getting to know and impact people in your path and along your journey, whether that be your fellow classmates, faculty, because it goes both ways, and other folks. I'd like to share with you a quote. George Bernard Shaw wrote, "There are two tragedies in life. One is to lose your heart's desire, and the other is to gain it." What does that mean? As we struggle to attain the things we think we desire, the things we think will make our lives better, sometimes we ignore what truly matters. Love, family, friendships, people, the things we already had. So just keep that in the back of your mind and accomplish things that today seem impossible. Do all that, aim for the stars, but as you pursue excellence, don't forget your impact on others, the impact you can have on others. Choose integrity, choose curiosity, choose friendships that challenge you to become a kinder person. Befriend the classmate that's sitting alone. Encourage someone who's struggling. Celebrate someone else's success. Offer grace rather than judgment. I sincerely wish for you that years later you will look back with contentment and remember the moments that shaped you, the people who changed you, and the others you impacted in a positive and meaningful way. Today you inherit the legacy of the charter freshman class of 1984. And one day there will be other freshman classes that look to you for advice. My hope is that when they do, they won't simply see successful graduates. They will see people of character, people who pursued excellence with humility, people who used their gift to serve others, people who understood that while accomplishments open doors, genuine kindness and compassion opens and touches others' hearts, people who are always grateful. So, today, as you start your journey, dream boldly, find purpose, work tirelessly, contribute something meaningful to society, but make it a meaningful journey along the way. And remember that your greatest legacy, your gift will be your bond with people, the lives you touched and changed, and the kind person you chose to become. Sometimes the destination is the journey. Welcome to Florida Atlantic University. As you go out there, I can't wait to see the difference you will make. Go out there and be your very best. Eat and leave no crumbs. Go Owls. Thank you. See? Already. All right. It is my pleasure to introduce Domenico Guadalupe, Student of the Year.
How's everybody doing today? Students, as I stand before you today, I want to speak to you the words I would have spoken to myself last year. Words of encouragement, comfort, ambition, and success. Because, in many ways, I was you. 365 days ago, I was a student sitting among hundreds of others. I felt like a fish in an ocean. I felt small. I felt uneasy. I was in an unfamiliar place preparing for an unfamiliar college life after having just graduated from high school. In college, many of you will find yourselves in what feels like a small city. You may be wondering what the next 4 years are going to look like. You may be wondering how difficult the classes will be. You may be wondering how you'll fit in. And some of you may even be wondering how I got up here, just as I once did. So allow me to clear the air for you all. As I've learned from this year, college will absolutely be whatever you make it to be. At FAU, the opportunities available to you will be nearly endless. Anyone from anywhere can come here and make something amazing of their college experience. But at the end of the day, college, much like fortune, favors the bold. You must be bold and take chances. You must be bold and put yourself out there. You must be bold and try new things. And you must be bold and stand by your convictions when it counts. For many of you, this will be the place where you decide who you're going to be for the rest of your adult life. It's quite an interesting balance we all must strike. You'll try new things and make decisions that will have a significant impact on who you'll become in the future. Yet, we must not forget who we are and the people who helped us make it this far. When talking about this, I cannot help but think about my church. I've been attending and serving at a small church in Coconut Creek for as long as I can remember. Over time, I've moved further away from this local church, and sometimes it seems as though it would be easier if I simply didn't go at all. Nevertheless, I always go, and I always serve whenever and wherever I can. The reason for all the hassle, long lines of traffic, late nights, and tiring services is because I believe, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that it has been and always will be worth it. It is always worth it going every week because I get to give back to the community that helped mold me into who I am today, and I get to serve the God who gave me everything I have. When times get hard, it will be the memory of who you are and who you belong to that keeps you moving forward. Your journey through college won't be easy. It will be filled with challenges, but if you keep your head on straight and continue putting one foot in front of the other, you will find that FAU can indeed provide one of the most rewarding experiences life has to offer. As you likely have heard many say, college is going to go by fast. 1 year from now, you're going to look back at this and it's going to feel like only yesterday. With time being so short, it's our obligation to make the best of it. The friendships you make, the connections you develop, the hardships you endure, and the victories you win are all going to be memories that you will cherish for a lifetime. In my opinion, the best ones will be those memories that you never expected at all. I never thought I would be deeply involved in undergraduate research within 365 days. I never thought I would be included as co-author on not one but two official scientific manuscripts within 365 days. I never thought I would secure a fellowship in environmental research within 365 days. I never thought I would meet so many amazing students and faculty within 365 days. And most of all, I never thought I would be standing on this stage within my first 365 days. So, I leave you with this thought amid your limitless potential. What will you accomplish at FAU in 365 days? Thank you.
It's now my pleasure to introduce the Dean of Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Dan Miroff.
Hello, owls. Oh boy. Come on now. We can do better than that. Hello, owls. All right. I'm your Dean of Undergraduate Studies, and today we all formally welcome you to Florida Atlantic University. For all of you, this is the beginning of a new journey. And at the end of this ceremony, by tradition, you will be presented with a special blue and silver academic cord like this one. Oohs and ahs, please. Yeah, go ahead. The cord represents your commitment to achieving academic excellence and success at Florida Atlantic and graduating in a timely manner. That means 4 years or less. And there are many ways to achieve this target. For example, by taking advantage of the support services offered in our 2-time award-winning Center for Teaching and Learning. And also by participating in our many FAU programs and services designed to increase student success, such as undergraduate research, study abroad, internships, community service, student organizations, and so much more. The cord symbolizes the beginning of a lifelong connection to Florida Atlantic, and it serves as a reminder of your bond to the university community that includes the student body, the faculty, and the staff who are here to nurture your personal growth and your development. After today's activities, put your cord in a safe place. You won't get another one. Where you can see it, and it can remind you of your graduation goal. And of course, wear it proudly at your commencement ceremony, where you will walk across this very stage after you've earned your degree, surrounded by your friends, your family, and in that very, very happy moment. It's very special, and I hope to be there with you. Close your eyes and imagine that moment right now. It looks a lot like what this stage looks like today. Another thing I would like to let you know about is our institutional commitment to honoring students who have demonstrated superior academic performance by placing them on the Dean's List and the President's List. I'm not sure if all of you know what the Dean's List is, so I will tell you. It recognizes undergraduate students who have completed a full-time course load of at least 12 credits of graded coursework with a grade point average of 3.5 or better. The President's List honors undergraduate students on the Dean's List who have attained a grade point average of a perfect 4.0. Oohs and ahs. Last year, we had the largest President's List in school history. And as I look out into the audience today, I imagine that we will break that record. So I fully expect that we will, with this super talented group of students that we have gathered here today. The FAU family acknowledges the enormous effort and dedication that all students put into attaining the highest possible standard of academic excellence and success, and we want to encourage all of you to take advantage of those resources. So make a plan to visit the Center for Teaching and Learning this semester. If you are a Boca campus student, you can access tutoring on the second floor of the Breezeway. And if you're based on one of the partner campuses, you can access the tutoring from our remote options. At FAU, we also have a tradition for rising sophomores. We expect that you'll be back next year, and it's called Sneak Peek into Your Second Year. This is an event to learn about the next steps in the second year of your FAU academic journey, to discover and sign up for exclusive engagement opportunities like participating in undergraduate research, joining a vertically integrated project, VIP, research team, or becoming a peer mentor, a peer academic coach, learning assistant, tutor, or writing consultant to share your knowledge with next year's freshman class. I hope to see as many of you as possible at that event in the spring as we celebrate the launch of your second year with us at Florida Atlantic. Now, on the screen, I hope it will appear in a moment, we have a decibel meter that we have created to measure the amount of noise we can generate in appreciation of our incoming freshman class by college. So I invite all the incoming students that are affiliated with the Dorothy F. Schmidt College of Arts and Letters to please stand up and be recognized. Please remain standing. And now, let's see how far we can move that needle. Make some more noise. Now, if you're in the College of Business, it's your turn. Join them. Stand, remain standing. If you're in the College of Education, stand up, remain standing, everyone remain standing. Let's break that noise meter. Majors from the Christine Eland College of Nursing. So remain standing, everyone remain standing. Our Honors College students from the Harriet L. Wilkes Honors College from Jupiter, please rise. And anyone who's not supposed to be here, but they're here anyway, stand up on top of everyone else and start screaming. Thank you, everybody. That was awesome. Once again, everyone, please join me in one more well-deserved round of applause for our student speaker, Domenico Guadalupe. We are so pleased that you have chosen to study at Florida Atlantic, and we look forward to working with you over the next 4 years or less as you study and steadily make progress toward attaining your degree right here in Paradise. I would like to request that all students remain at your seats until the platform party and the faculty have recessed from the auditorium, and you will be dismissed by C.J. Thomas of Lead and Serve. And now, I would like you to all rise and invite Ryan Bazail back on stage, asking everyone to join him in singing the FAU alma mater. In case you have not memorized the words yet, the words will be displayed above on the monitors.
With the Gulf Stream breezes blowing, the search for truth goes on. Seeking, learning, sharing knowledge, finding the meaning of the past that is gone. When nature beams with pleasant weather, we we strive to learn to work together. Florida Atlantic, we praise and hail thy name.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Take a seat. We are not done with you yet. I'm not sending you off yet. Please sit down. Please sit down. So before we let you all out, we have a couple of other things we want to make sure that you know. But help me with a round of applause. Welcome one of your fellow owls, Mr. CJ. He's going to talk to y'all a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and tell you what the rest of the weekend looks like, all right?
All right, I'm gonna need a good one. Good afternoon, everybody. Perfect. So I'm gonna tell you a little story. As a first-year student, I thought getting into college was a finish line. It wasn't until I arrived that I realized that I was only at the beginning. And now, your beginning starts here at Florida Atlantic. By the end of your first year, our goal together is for every one of you to find a place where you belong, whether that's through a registered student organization, student employment, or another community on campus. But as you find your home, remember this: each and every one of you deserve to belong somewhere that's built on respect, connection, and belonging, not intimidation. So, how do you know the difference? You're going to use the Hayes check. H, harmful. Could someone be hurt physically, emotionally, or academically? A, assigned. Is it required or expected to join, belong, or gain status? Z, zero real choice. Would someone face consequences for saying no? And E, embarrassing. Could it humiliate, degrade, or isolate someone? If the answer is yes to any one of these, I want you to stop and take a closer look. It may be hazing. And if you see something, each and every one of you have a role to play. Notice it, recognize the harm, use your intervention skills, and take action. Your first step starts right now. When you leave this auditorium, head over to Owl Involved. I want you all to explore, get involved, and meet other people. Find your home, sign up for the Presidential Mentoring Program, and have the support you need to be successful. It's very important because your college experience is about more than earning a degree. It's about finding your people, discovering who you are, and becoming the person you came here to be. I'd like you all to lead, serve, and connect. be the difference here at Florida Atlantic. Thank you.
All right, everybody. So CJ Brown mentioned into it. We are going to dismiss you all as orderly as possible. I'm going to be transparent. There is more than 2,000 of y'all in here. There is one of me. All right? All of y'all should know my face by now. If not, take a picture because she's going away. I'm kidding. But this is how it's going to work. Simple. We are leading all of y'all to OWL involved. The only way I can make this organized is if you follow my instructions. If you don't follow my instructions, I'm going to stop everybody. I'm going to point out those that want to play against the rules, and we're going to clap for those that don't know how to follow instructions because y'all are adults now and you're in college. Is that a deal? Is that a deal? There's 2,000 of y'all, all right? From here, you're going to go to OWL involved. Please pass by. There's over 180 organizations in there. There is probably something you like. And then from there, you're good to progress through the rest of their day. But as most of you all know, you still owe me something tomorrow, right? What time is tomorrow at? One more time, what time is tomorrow at? There's a lot of times in there, so let me be very clear for you all. The event starts at 7 p.m. We will open the gates at 6:30. Oh, some of you are surprised, right? Pay attention. We will have stuff going on at the stadium starting at 5 p.m. You can come at 5 p.m. There will be giveaways. There will be free stuff. But if any of y'all sit here and say Nelson told you to be here at 5, you're a liar. All right? So again, as a reminder, tomorrow is where, everybody? Where are we going at 6:30? Stadium. Please try to come with lunch already done, maybe a little bit of dinner. We are not dismissing you all till about 8:30, 8:45 p.m. So plan accordingly. The program is literally going to be an hour and 45 minutes. We want to make sure to get you all in and out, but similar to like today, if y'all try to do it at your own pace, we're never going to be able to do it. Cool? All right, we ready to test if y'all are ready to be college students? Yeah? We're going to follow instructions. If you're up on the sides, congratulations. You decided to be here late, so you're going to sit here and listen to my voice a little bit. If you're on the floor, I'm going to dismiss y'all first in an organized fashion, so give yourselves a round of applause for being here. Okay? So unless I told you otherwise, middle, I'm going to hold you all for right now, okay? If you are on my left side, raise your hand if you're on my left side. Perfect. All of y'all, I want you to come down to this door. If you're on my right side, raise your hand. Right here on the bottom, not up there. Come on, geniuses. All of y'all, I want you to head towards the back door. Y'all can get up now and start heading out. Each of our orientation leaders are going to give each of y'all one cord. No, you're not allowed to take a cord for anybody else. This whole section, you are heading all the way across to the other door. If you were on my right side, I need you to head all the way across to the other door. You are heading to my left side. No one's going out those right doors. Once you get your cord, book it all the way to the left. If you were here on the left, great job. I'll make sure to get all of y'all out of here fast if we do this organized, I promise.